Hello and welcome back to Pink Friday. Today we're going to delve into the strange and weird world of celebrities. We're going to be talking about which celebrities we're going to be like in lockdown with or like who we want to, just a few of our funny celebrity stories and yeah, just things like that.
I'm excited
I
for
am. I
today's
think we've
one.
got such a good show today. Not to be biased or anything, but I think it's one of our best ones.
Well, we've got a good mixture today of like games, like the celebrities we want to quarantine with, and then some funny stories, and also our things that we think about in the shower. We've got quite a good question
Yeah.
topic for that.
And celebrities are
So I'm
always fun to
excited.
talk about.
Sorry?
Celebrities are always fun to talk about.
Exactly. I feel like we talk about celebrities quite a lot.
We do. We do love to chat shit about like we are
We
gossipers,
do.
aren't we?
We are massive gossipers. I'm not going to lie. Maybe it's good that we do a podcast then, because then we have somewhere to like just talk for
And there's a
ages.
reason for it. We're not just being bitches.
No, but we can be bitches.
Exactly.
Shall we dive in?
Absolutely.
Right, so we're going to start with a really fun game. On our radio show, when we used to be a radio show, we used to do a game where we'd think of like 6 celebrities we would want to have a dinner party with. But because we wanted to we're going to base it more on quarantine. So we're going to think of 6 celebrities who we'd want to quarantine with, because we're in quarantine at the moment, and 4 that we like just couldn't quarantine with. Like, it would be torture.
Yeah, we're just
So I thought this would be a fun little game.
we're just like spicing it up a bit.
Yeah, and I used to love doing this when we were a radio show. I used to love doing this game.
Yeah, really
So I
good.
thought we'd bring it back. Yeah. So let's get started. I'm going to start with my 6 celebrities that I'd want to quarantine with. So the first one that I've got is Gemma Collins. So number 1 is Gemma Collins, because she's just so entertaining, absolutely hilarious. Like, I love her. But I think she'd also be really fun to get on with. Like, she'd be like, let's crank the tunes up, get you in spirits,
She is
but she'd
quite
also be
positive,
really
isn't
fun
she?
to watch. She'd be so entertaining, very entertaining.
Yeah.
I've also got Miranda. Again, absolutely love her. Hilarious. I need someone to, again, lift everyone's spirits. She's very upbeat. She's hilarious. I need someone to keep me entertained. And then you also need a bit of eye candy in there.
Yeah.
This is really random,
Right.
but I thought I need to have someone attractive in quarantine, because you need a bit of eye candy, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, you've got to have it. So this is really random, but you know the dad in Mamma Mia, not the one of the older dads, but in the second film where they're like playing the young dads.
Yeah.
I've got the one that plays Bill. I think his name is Josh Dillon.
Okay.
The actor. So I've got him just because he's like really attractive.
Does he tickle your
eye
pickle?
candy. Definitely.
He's a bit of you.
You've got to have that. Yeah. And then I've got Denise Welsh, because when I watch her on Loose Women, it's really random, but I love her. I always think, oh my god, you'd be so fun to like just chat with, because she always goes like really in depth to anything that she talks about.
Yeah.
So she'd be like really interested. She'd keep you entertained, because you would just like, you could just sit and chat for ages.
Yeah.
And then I've been doing like these workouts, and the lady that I follow that does them, she's really good. She's called Pamela, and she's got quite a big following. And I thought I'd have her in quarantine, because she would like tell me how to like keep exercising. I could just like follow her workouts all the time, and she'd keep me active. And then the last one, we need a bit of talent, and I guess this is eye candy as well. So I've got 2. I've also put the Bieber in there, Justin Bieber. I know he should probably be with his wife, but she'll be fine.
Yeah, they see too much of each other, don't they?
Yeah.
Did you watch Big
He doesn't need to quarantine with his wife.
Did you see the Big Brother with Denise Welsh in?
I don't think I did.
She won it.
Was it a long time ago?
Yeah, it was quite a long time ago. She won it, and she got in the hot tub naked. That's all I remember from it.
Jeez, well, maybe she would be entertaining then.
And Frankie Kokosa was there. Do you remember it?
Oh yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah. So it was quite.
Yeah.
When you said Denise Welsh, that's the first thing that came into my head. Just her naked in a hot
God,
tub.
she'd bring the party.
Oh, definitely. She might have calmed down now. I think she used to be an alcoholic,
Oh shit.
but so
Oh dear.
anyway.
And now I've got four that I wouldn't quarantine with. I can only really think of one. You've got four, haven't you?
Yeah, I've only got 4.
Yeah. So the first one is Stephen Bear, because he would literally drive me up the wall. I just couldn't.
Yeah.
I'd end up punching him. He would just drive me nuts. And also Mike from the most recent series of Love Island. Just anyone that's annoying that you couldn't be in a room for 5 minutes for,
Yeah.
let alone quarantine. And he's definitely one of them. Like, I found him so annoying. I don't know about you, but did you find him irritating on Love Island?
Yeah, he just talks a lot of shit, doesn't he?
He literally does, and I just find him really cringe as well.
Yeah, like I don't do well with bullshitters, so I'm totally with you there.
That's the thing. You just get too annoyed. And Kim Woodburn, she is very entertaining. However, she will start an argument with you if you put the tea bag in after the milk or something stupid like that, because she just wants an argument all the time. So it's like, I feel like she'd get really irritating and she'd be so funny about cleaning. Anyone that would like peck your head all the time. I feel
Peck
like
your
she'd
head?
be
I've
one of
never heard
them.
that one.
Peck
Is
your
that
head,
a
like annoy
saying?
you.
I've never
Yeah.
heard of
It's very British.
peck your head.
Do they not say that in
They
Leicester?
definitely don't say that. I've never heard it like
And also, while we're talking along the lines of that, Gillian McKeith, because she'd be really funny she'd like check your
she
poo
would.
24/7. I don't need someone checking my poo in
You
quarantine.
don't need that. And she's quite healthy. I think
No.
she's vegan as well.
Oh no, I couldn't live with a
No,
vegan.
no offense. We do
No,
like
sorry
it's not
for
all
vegans.
vegans, just to put it out there, but we couldn't live with her.
She'd if she tried to make you vegan, it would just get annoying.
Yeah, I'll tell her to fuck off. Like,
So
don't
maybe
make
not
me
Gillian
vegan.
McKeith.
I love Nando's too much for that shit.
Yeah, exactly. Even though we can't have Nando's at the moment,
Yeah.
which is really sad.
But like
First
the
place I'd
alternative
go.
isn't veganism. To no Nando's.
It's not a religion.
It's not a religion. Right, so are those your 4?
Yes, that's all of
So I'm not
mine.
good at counting. I lost track. No, you're really good actually. I've got similar ones.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, let's hear yours then. Do tell.
I've got Gino D'Acampo because he's a good
yeah.
cook. So this is to go
Yeah.
in, not to who I'd want there. Like it's not who I don't want.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Gino D'Acampo, because I do find him a bit good looking as well.
He's
He's
alright.
not bad. There's worse people.
He's a bit of a dish.
He's a bit of a dish, and he's so funny as well. So he would cook for me, look all right, and he'd entertain me. So
that's the thing. I didn't think of that
because
I don't know what food I'd have, because I don't have a chef in mind. So that's a good shout.
Yeah, you need a chef.
You need a chef. He'd keep you well fed.
He would, and I love it. I like his food as well that he cooks because it's all Italian.
Yeah. Would you rather have him rather than like another chef?
Yeah, if I had to have a chef, it would definitely be the D'Acampo.
Yeah,
it's got to be
the D'Acampo.
The next person that I've got is Gemma Collins, which is like obviously you picked as well. But with me, like she does have meltdowns which are entertaining, but it's never like she never gets irritated with people. Do you know what I mean? It's always like fun. And she's just
and she's never nasty. I don't think she's like ever that nasty to anyone.
No, she's not like Kim Woodburn.
No, Kim Woodburn can be really nasty.
Yeah, even though I love Kim, I would not want to live with her. She'd be a nightmare.
No.
But yeah, so Gemma Collins just for the entertainment, and I think she would like try and boost morale. She's a very positive person.
Yeah, she'd be like crank the tunes up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The third person is Shakira, because I love her and I'm interested in her life, but also like, and she can sing, so she's like entertained, but also she's so talented, and I want to move like Shakira does. I want to learn how to bodybuild.
So she teach you how to dance?
Exactly. And then for when I get famous and go on
Yeah.
Strictly, I'd already have that prior knowledge.
You'd already have the most dance background
Exactly. So
because you'd learnt from Shakira.
exactly. And yeah, I just want to dance like, and I want to learn. She could teach me Spanish as well,
She could
and
teach
I
you
want to learn
Spanish.
Spanish because I think it's quite a nice language to learn, isn't it?
It is. You could go to Spain and talk Spanish to someone. They could end up being your
Yeah.
husband.
So Shakira could help
You
me
could get a
find
Spanish husband.
yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
that's why she's there.
So that's a good
The
one.
next one is Peter
Who
Kay
else?
because he's just so funny. It'll just make me laugh,
He is
and
hilarious.
I feel like,
Yeah, you need a bit of
mind you, he
funny.
might eat all my food because he is quite a hungry person, isn't it?
You'd fight over food.
Yeah, he would eat all of Gino's food. So I need to tell Gino make more portions, but that's okay. I'm willing to compromise because he just brings something there.
Yeah, but you need someone funny.
Exactly.
You need someone funny.
And the next one is quite a random one, but I don't know about you, but I've been hooked with this quiz. It's called Quiz on ITV, and it's about
I've not seen it.
you should watch it. It's on ITV Hub now, so go watch it now. But it's really good. Well, not right
Yeah,
now, but like you know what I mean. And it's
yeah,
about the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. There was a scandal where someone who's Charles Ingram, who I want to be in, but anyway, he was he got caught cheating. Well, apparently he cheated. He still says that he doesn't, that he didn't cheat,
yeah.
but apparently he got caught coughing. No, he wasn't coughing, but
Oh,
someone was coughing on the right answers, and he was picking the answers that people were coughing on. So I
yeah,
just want to see like so basically why I want him in is I would interrogate him
yeah.
until he like broke and then told me the story and then I would sell the story to the press and get money
So
from it.
that'd be quite a good one. It would be like your mission in quarantine to like get him to
Yeah. And then I'd get some money.
admit to whatever. Yeah,
Or
that's quite a good
if
one.
he actually hasn't done it, then it would
Yeah,
just be like it's just an interesting story that I want to hear.
yeah.
So
So it'd be a good like talking point. You'd have things to discuss.
exactly. So
That's quite an interesting
and
one.
then my
Yeah.
final one is just for the eye candy, Zac Efron.
Oh yeah,
Just because
good one.
classic. We've all loved him since he was Troy. Let's just have him get
Yeah,
his one
you
there.
need that Troy. You need that Troy.
Yeah. And he might not remember the lines and you can pretend to be Gabriella. And I just think that's quite a nice image in my head.
You could do karaoke,
Yes. Yes.
sing High School Musical.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So they would be my six.
that's a good one. No, they're really good. I like them. You've got like one for every kind of
I,
occasion
re- I
in
yeah, I
lockdown.
really did think about it. Like I did
Mm.
put a lot of thought into this.
This is what we've been thinking about during quarantine.
We've got the time, haven't we?
Yeah,
Um,
we just want Zac Efron here, don't we?
yeah. So I've got four more that I wouldn't
Yep.
want to be quarantined with. And
Yeah.
mine is the first one's Jack Black. And if you know
Yeah,
me,
you don't like Jack Black.
anyone that knows me knows how much I hate Jack Black. I actually think he ruins films.
Even if he's in it for like 2 seconds.
I couldn't watch
Because
The
the holiday,
Holiday.
he's only in it for not that
I
long.
didn't enjoy it. I don't mind it
Really?
when he's like not being when he's cartoon. I
Like,
didn't mind Kung Fu Panda.
yeah. I see. I found that really boring. I found that film really boring.
So maybe you're the
But
opposite then. Maybe you need to see
whereas like in
that.
the holiday, I quite liked him because she would. Maybe it's because she was in love with like. If you've seen the holiday, obviously you know the plot. Kate Winslet was in love with like the arseholey man. So when Jack Black came along, I was like, oh, he's nice. So I quite.
Nah. When would Kate Winslet, Rose off Titanic, fancy Jack Black, the absolute talentless moron?
Bit unrealistic,
It's just
isn't
unrealistic. He's so
it?
he doesn't act. He can't act. He just
Oh
plays
yeah,
himself, and
he
he's
is the
not
same in
funny.
every film. I think a lot of comedic actors are like that though. Like Will
He's not
Ferrell.
comedic. What's comedic about Jack Black?
Well, he's meant to be.
He would just get on my tits in quarantine.
There are funnier comedic actors than him. Like, I much prefer Will Ferrell and people like that
Oh,
than him.
100%.
I
He's
find them
not even in
funnier.
that category.
Yeah.
Like he's
Whereas I don't mind him. I just don't find him as funny um as the other actors.
basically, if you like Jack Black, you've got a shit personality. That's my opinion.
You feel very strongly
You've
about
got a
it,
shit
don't you?
sense of humour, and I don't want to know you.
So if you were in quarantine with him, what would you do? You'd end up hitting him.
Let's just say, I don't think I'd end up. I think I'd end up in jail. No,
he'd like
that's an
say
over exaggeration.
he'd like say something normal, and you'd be like, "Shut up."
Yeah, I'd be like, fuck off, Gillian Mc. You know when she said like, fuck off, Gillian McKeith? I'd be like, fuck off, Jack Black. I'm sick of your fucking shit. That's what I'd say to him. Obviously, I wouldn't do anything physical. Just to put out, I don't want anyone to say that I've threatened Jack Black. I've not threatened him.
It'll be leaked in the press.
Yeah, please don't sell this story on me. I won't actually kill him. So,
Who else do you want? Who else do you not want? Sorry.
right, Jamie Oliver. It's nothing,
He is quite annoying.
it's nothing that personal, but he took away the turkey twisters from the school from the schools. Or what was it?
He's
Was it
still
turkey
pissed off.
dinosaurs or twist? He took something turkey-ish from the schools, and I don't want to be like, I don't want that to have any control. Like, I don't want to be controlled by what I eat. So if I
Yeah, that would get
eat the turkey
annoying.
Twizzlers, he'd say no because he
I
took
feel
them.
like if you cooked like a frozen pizza, he'd be like, "How dare you?" He'd be like so annoying.
Yeah, I feel like everything has to be fresh with him.
Yeah, and it's like CBA for that.
And I think he would have a go at what I've got in my cupboards because on his shows he's always like, right, this is just things that everyone has got in their cupboards, and then he pulls out something, and you're like, I've never fucking seen that. What the fuck is that? I thought that was like,
Yeah, and the food that he cooks is really posh. And
yeah,
at this point in time, it's quite hard to get food. Like the
yeah,
supermarkets are very cute. Like I haven't got time. My mum especially hasn't got time to walk around the supermarket for hours trying to find this posh food when there's
yeah.
people queuing.
And
Like
I
you've just got
definitely
to
don't have
get
that in my
whatever's
cupboards.
easy. Yeah.
I definitely don't have that in my cupboards as well. Like,
No, you don't need that posh stuff.
so I feel like he'd just judge me.
Yeah, and if you like, yeah, and he'd be like, yeah, you have to have this new colour. I'd be like, well, you go and get it then.
Yeah,
Like, it would get annoying.
yeah. Whereas I think Gino would be quite like open. I don't think he would, and he cooks nice stuff. Like all that I've seen Jamie Oliver cook is shit.
It's all posh. Like it's way too posh.
Yeah, I don't like.
Like stuff that like why who has time and who has the money to like actually buy that shit.
Exactly. So fuck off, Jamie Oliver. I don't want you in my quarantine. Thank you.
Alex wants his turkey dinosaurs.
Well, I don't even. The thing is, I don't even want turkey dinosaurs. I just want the option to have them. Just knowing
Yeah,
that they're
because if
not
it
there.
lasts till Christmas, you wouldn't be able to have turkey.
Yeah, does he have turkey at Christmas? Because if he does, then he's a hypocrite.
Jamie Oliver, if you're listening,
You're a hypocrite.
what do you have on Christmas Day?
Because if you have turkey, then they give the
You're a
kids
liar.
what they want and what they deserve.
It's just the turkey dinosaurs. The world's bad enough as it is.
I think it's Twizzlers.
Twizzlers.
Whatever it is, I want the option to have it. I've been waffling for so long. I've still got two more to say.
Who's your two more?
Right, okay, I'll try and speed it up a bit. But okay, so this one again is not personal. But I do like her. But okay, it's Naga Munchetti.
What's that?
For those who don't know her, she's like a newsreader, and she seems really nice. Like,
she is nice, yeah.
Yeah, and like I do like her, but I feel like she would always be like Googling the news.
Yeah, well, that is her job.
Yeah, exactly. That's her job, and
So she'd have to.
With coronavirus, like I'm quite happy being quite ignorant. Like I just want to know what I should do. Like, you know, all the social distancing and isolation. Like I read that, because I think that's important. But I don't care. I don't. I okay. I wait. I do care about how many people die. It's not that. Like I do care because I think it's really sad. But I don't want to
Mm.
know about it because like it makes me like really scared and like anxious.
Yeah, yeah. You want to be aware, but you don't want to hear about it all the time.
No, I want to be like I'm quite happy
I
being a
think
bit
everyone
ignorant
feels like
about
that.
it
I
because
think everyone feels like that.
yeah, it's not like I don't care that people are dying. Of course I do. I just don't.
Mm.
I don't want to hear about it all the time because it just makes you like sad and anxious. Like, obviously, I will pay my respects to the people that have died,
Mm.
but I
The
don't
only
want to hear
people
about it
that
all
need to
the time.
hear about it more, the only people that need to hear about it more are the people that are ignorant enough to not follow the rules.
Exactly. I'm following the rules by staying in the quarantine. I don't need to hear about it.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, so that's what. So Naga, if you're listening, it's nothing personal against you. It's just you might be googling it a lot, and I just don't. I don't want to hear all the bits and bobs.
No, the bits and bobs.
Okay, so finally, why mine's been
Mhm.
so long-winded. I'm so sorry, but this one's
Why
quite
sorry?
because I keep on waffling. I feel like they're quite detailed reasons, but anyway, my last one is Roxanne Pallet
Oh God, yeah, that would. Yeah,
because I don't have any cameras in my house. so, so if I walk past her, she could say that I'm a woman beater because that's what she tried to do with Ryan Thomas.
literally, you couldn't go no anywhere near her.
No,
You'd like, you'd like make her a cup of tea, and she'd be like, "He poisoned me."
exactly, and I don't have any proof because I don't have the
Exactly.
cameras. So
Yeah.
I'm sure
So it would, yeah, you'd just be on edge all the time.
exactly, and I don't like I'd be shit in prison. Like it's not even like I'd be good in prison. I'd be shit. I'd be someone's bitch within the first 2 seconds. So fuck that.
Yeah. No, you don't want that. There's no cameras. Maybe you could have her, but just put cameras in your house. But then why would you? That's just a lot of time in the
Yeah.
end.
So
So
sorry, Roxanne, but I don't want you in my house.
I don't want you in my house.
No. So okay, so that's I enjoyed that. Yours were
Yeah,
a lot more like
I like
more straightforward than mine. I think I was a bit too detailed.
a bit too deep.
Exactly. But let's move on. So our next section of this podcast is just going to be about some funny celebrity stories, like so on celebrities we've met, had chats with.
Yeah, I'm excited to do this bit because we have got some funny ones,
Yeah. So
just like embarrassing moments as
yeah,
well.
yeah. So these aren't like in any way like bad celebrities experiences. So they've all been
No,
lovely, but it's just we've been
yeah.
embarrassing. Like they've not been embarrassing, we've been embarrassing.
So, do you want to kick it off? What is your first story,
So
Alex?
mine is the celebrity in question is Richard Attenborough. If nobody, not many people might know him, but you will know him if you saw his face. So he's the brother of David Attenborough.
He's Joseph's
He's
father.
yeah in in the film of Joseph. He's Joseph's father. He's in Jurassic Park, and he's like the Father Christmas in the Miracle on something street. But anyway,
Some
yeah.
street.
So he's from Leicester.
Yeah,
So he opened up this like museum or this gallery or something. I don't know. So I think I was like 8 or 7. I was quite young. We went to
yeah.
see him because my mum was like, "Oh, my mum just interrupted to say that he donated his ceramics because
His what? Sorry.
my mum just interrupted to say that he donated his ceramics because apparently that's really
Oh,
important to this story, but it's not. So yeah, that's why he was there.
It's vital
Yeah,
information.
that's what we needed to know. So so yeah, I got some so we queued up and I got to meet him and he was really nice,
Yeah,
but he was like, "What's your name?" And I said, "My name, Alex." And he thought I said Alice, which was one of his grandchildren or daughter, some sort of relationship. So he thought I was called Alice, and he thought I was a girl for like
yeah.
the whole time. And it was so I was like, "Do I say like?" Because he was quite old, because he is dead now, R.I.P. But I feel like I feel like he thought that like I didn't know we didn't want to like interrupt him because like he's quite old. We didn't want to like make him feel like guilty or anything. And it wasn't, but it was just like, do we say it? Like he kept on saying Alice, Alice, Alice. So in the end, we were just like, fine, my name's Alice. Um,
You should change your name
I
to
know
Alice.
it was really lovely though. Like he was a nice guy.
Oh,
So, yeah,
may he rest in
like, yeah, may he
peace.
rest in peace.
May he rest in peace. To be fair, I thought you. I've told you this before, but I thought you were a girl before I met you.
Yeah, because wait, why did you think I was
Because
a
it
girl
was on what
again?
I don't know. I think it was your picture on WhatsApp.
Yeah,
You just look. You just had. It was. I don't think you have. Like when I met you in person, I didn't think you had a very feminine,
feminine.
like a feminine face. But I think it might have just been that. I think it might have just been that picture because it was like you were like pouting
Yeah.
or something. I don't know. But I feel really sorry. Is that really
No,
rude?
you've told me this before.
It's funny. So I thought, yeah, and because you kept saying like girl,
Yeah, the way I speak is quite feminine, or as he says, feminine.
feminine,
Feminine. Um,
feminine.
do you have a story?
I do, and you're involved in this one.
God.
So basically, when my dad was on Strictly,
Was your dad on Strictly? You kept that one
and
quiet.
I know, really, it's not like you
No.
came or anything. No, so I took Alex to watch the show, and afterwards, there's like this big after party in the green room, and it's really fun. A lot of the contestants stay after, and you get to meet them. And normally, Tess Daly isn't normally there, but she just happened to be
I
there
think
on
her
that
daughter
night.
was there, wasn't she?
Yeah, her daughter was there, but I didn't see her there every time we
No.
went there. Only like
Yeah.
twice, I think. And Craig was there, and he was always at the after party, and we saw him quite a lot. And this time, when Alex came, he happened to have cooked some carrot cake. I don't know why. Craig likes to bake; that's his hobby. So he like gave us what was left over of his carrot cake, and we got really excited. And I think we'd had a few drinks
Yeah.
from the bar, hadn't we,
We
Alex?
weren't like really drunk.
Quite a
Like just so,
few.
we weren't
No,
on the full
drunk
paralytic,
enough to
but
get excited over
yeah.
carrot cake. Yeah. So we saw Tess Daly and we were like, oh, we should go and say hi to Tess Daly. And we thought, what's a good conversation starter? Oh, we've got some of Craig Revelwood's carrot
To
cake.
be fair, I see our logic. I
So
do see our logic.
so we went over with this carrot cake. Bearing in mind, I think we'd pretty much eaten like
Literally, all
most
that
of
was
it.
left was the frosting. Pretty much.
Like a little bit left. And then so we went up to her and we were like, oh, we've got Craig's carrot cake. And she just kind of, it took us ages to get her
Yeah, so we were
attention
just
as
like
well.
awkwardly standing behind her.
With a box of carrot cake.
And then I think, yeah, we just like sort of tapped her on the shoulder saying, like, here's Craig's carrot cake.
And she was like, what? And yeah, we were like, yeah, Craig baked this. And she was like, she just looked at us like not very impressed. And then she was like, oh, I didn't know Craig baked.
It was like, I literally went in the ground to swallow me whole. It was so embarrassing.
It was so funny though. She was just like, I didn't know
I
Craig
thought it was like
baked.
such a good idea. Like, I was like, oh, she's
Yeah.
gonna love
Good
this.
conversation starter. She's gonna be so
Literally, she
impressed.
could not have given less of a shit. Like, Craig's carrot cake.
What's your funny story? Have you got any more?
Yeah, so this one involves Danny Harmer, aka Tracy Beaker. What a
What a
legend!
legend.
First of all, absolute iconic person. And she was in a club in Portsmouth doing a DJ set, which was interesting.
Does she
Yeah, she
DJ?
DJs. It was actually quite good, from what I remember.
Taylor should collab
Yeah,
with her.
honestly, get Danny Hart. She was actually really good. And Paul Chuckle, he's not on this list, but he was really good as well. Like surprisingly good. But
Oh
nothing
yeah.
really embarrassing happened with him. Like that was just normal. But anyway, um, so we were queuing up to meet her, and I was like I was very drunk actually at this point, and I was just like, oh my god, like what am I going to say to her? Like I was like getting a bit teary because I was like so excited. And then it comes to meeting her, and she has a RuPaul's Drag Race top on. So I go, oh my god, you're a
Yeah.
gay icon, because that's because I saw RuPaul. So I was like, oh my, like, so and she was like, oh thanks. And then we got the picture, and then I was like, oh my god, you deserve an MBE. You're a natural treasure. And she was just like so uncomfortable. Like, if I've got the photo on in my Instagram, so maybe we can link it. But it literally on if you like see it, it literally looks like she's meeting me. Like she looks so uncomfortable, and it's because I've told her that she's a gay icon and she deserves an MBA. And it's like and she was literally so like, oh my god, who are these like who's this weirdo? Like,
Did she say anything? She's like,
I
oh,
think she was
thank
like,
you.
thanks, like, but like her face said it all. It was just like it was so embarrassing.
What did you say to that? You deserve an
Yeah,
MBE. You're a gay
yeah.
icon.
Oh my god, it was like it was so
I would
embarrassing.
have said like a Tracy Beaker line or something. Probably more
I know.
embarrassing.
Thankfully, I didn't. I wasn't like bog off, but
That would have been so
I think
funny.
she was like, "Who the fuck is this person? Like, get him away from me!" It was like so embarrassing.
I think I would have said because once in Tracy Beaker, Tracy says to Elaine, "Your face looks like a shriveled up baked bean," and it made me laugh and it made me die. So I would have said that and see if she
I don't.
remembered. But then if she didn't remember and she thinks that I'd be saying it to her, then she'd be
To be fair, I
offended.
wouldn't be offended. I like that kind of an insult is just like,
Funny.
yeah.
Your face looks like a shriveled up baked bean.
To be fair, I don't think she would have remembered that. But yeah, it was just awful. It was like, and she's tiny
Oh.
as well. She's so small.
Yeah, I remember when you posted that picture on Instagram. She looked really
It
small.
literally looks like she's meeting me. It looks like I'm the celebrity. It's like
You are a
it's so
celebrity.
awful.
Oh dear. Have you got any more? Or is it
Yeah,
my
yeah.
turn?
Yeah. Let's give you the chance to be a bit embarrassed.
This one I didn't really do anything embarrassing, but I just remember being like really sad. I love I used to watch that Gok Wan show with my
Got
mum.
fashion.
Do you say Gok Wan? Wan or
Got
Wan?
one. One. He's from
Wan.
Leicester.
Gok,
Another
yeah.
Leicester celebrity.
Is it? Oh yeah. And he in first year of uni he did a club appearance in Portsmouth. And we all got really excited, didn't we? We were like, oh my god, Gok Wan's
Yeah.
there. And we went and he was literally there for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, literally.
And I've still got the
They
picture
built it up.
of it, but
Right?
I didn't get a picture of him.
They built it up so much. They were like, "Oh yeah, it's like he's going to do a DJ set. It's going to be like,
He didn't get pictures with
yeah." And
anyone.
usually at Prism they do have pictures, but yeah, it was awful.
Yeah, but I guess I wouldn't say it was like he was like rude. I was just like really
I think
disappointed.
they should have just like advertised it better.
Yeah, I think it's more on Prism really because they advertised it so like too much to the point where it was like false advertisement.
Yeah, I think we should have sued them. To be honest.
Yeah. So have you got any more funny
Yeah. So my
stories?
last one is about James Locke, who was on Towie, and he was recently on Celebs Go Dating, I think.
Oh yeah, he was.
And so we just went on a night out, and we didn't know anything. So it wasn't like the Gok One thing where we only went to see Gok One, but This one was more like we were going out anyway, and he just happened to be there. If that makes sense. Like I think it
Yeah.
was advertised, but we didn't see it. Like I think it was just like a spontaneous night out, and we just ended up in Tiger, and he just happened to be there, and
Yeah.
so we didn't know he was going to be there, and then we got drunk, and then we saw people queuing up, so we were like, oh yeah, let's join in the queue,
Yeah.
and then all of us realised, oh, it's for James Locke, like Towie, but one of my friends hadn't realised that, so we go up,
Yeah.
and like he puts his arm around her. She looks up and she's like, "Who the fuck are you? And why are you in our picture?" And it was just like so embarrassing. Like it was so embarrassing. Like I couldn't stop laughing, but it was like really awkward. And then afterwards, I was like, "Oh, what can I do to make like this situation like less embarrassing?" And I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I know. I could like give him like a compliment." So I literally the only thing my drunken brain could think of was to say, um, "Oh, you're the reason I'm gay." That's literally what I said to him. So imagine someone going to you like, "Who the fuck are you? Why are you in our picture?" And
You're the reason I'm
then
gay.
2 seconds later, "You're the reason I'm gay." Like, oh my god, it was like, and he was just like, I think he found it funny, but I think he reacted better than Danny Harmer. Not better, but
Yeah.
just he found it more funny. But like, it was just so uncomfortable. And then I think we ended up getting like loads of pictures with him because like the first pictures weren't that great or something like that. I
No.
remember queuing up multiple times, but oh my god, it was so embarrassing.
That is
So
so
yeah,
funny. Poor James Locke.
yeah, like yeah. To be fair, he did handle it quite well, but you could tell that it did wound his like ego a bit.
So our last little section that we started last week, and I'm quite enjoying doing it. So we're doing it again this week, and it's just things we think about in the shower. So like a particular question that you could spend ages discussing with someone. And we're going to talk about, do celebrities have the right to a private life?
Yeah,
What would be your take on this? Because um I think a private life is literally being able to just be in your house without people at your window, like trying to trying to get into your house. But being out in public, I guess it's kind of expected if you're a celebrity.
yeah. I feel this one is really 50-50 for me because part of me thinks that especially with celebrities like YouTubers and reality TV stars, where they've applied knowing that they'll become famous. Um, Part of me
Mm,
thinks that the only reason why they are famous is because of like the fans, and
mm,
um, so if they don't want the fans, if they want to be private the whole time, then I kind of think at the same time, if you're selling a book and if you're or plugging an album or something like that, then you can't really say like, oh, I don't want fans at all, and then
yeah,
try and sell something on like Lorraine or This Morning. Like, I feel like you either go on those shows and sell an album and deal with the fans, and therefore your life isn't private, or you say, no, I don't want the fans in my life. So then you don't plug something, or you just put it on your own Facebook or something like that. Because I don't know, I feel like you can't have the best of both worlds. Either
no, definitely
either
not.
your life isn't private,
Yeah,
or but you have like the fans and you support the fans, or you don't, or you don't meet your fans ever, and then your life is private. I don't. I
yeah,
don't think it's. I think it's hypocritical to have both.
yeah, definitely. I think if you've signed up for that, then your life is gonna be completely different to how it was
Yeah.
before. Especially shows like you said, like Love Island. And if you're an artist, if you're trying to be an artist, that's all part of it as well. Like, in a way, publicity is a good thing with that because you want people to listen to your music. And if that means not having much of a private life, then that's kind of comes with it, I suppose.
Yes. And
But if it's to the point where like people are at your doorstep, then that is an invasion of privacy.
yes.
Or like if we're going super deep into this, when a certain situation happens, when the paparazzi get way too involved with that, I think every celebrity has the right to a private life when something, like obviously with the whole Caroline Flack
Mhm.
situation, the media were all over that, like all the
Yeah.
time, and that I feel like she definitely had the right to have a private life in that sort of situation because look what it did to her mental health and
Mm.
stuff.
Yeah.
So I guess in that sense, yeah, because they do have they deserve a private life in the sense of like, if it's not to do with what they do, like their music or their job um or why they're famous, like their
Mhm.
art, then I think they deserve the right to be given privacy, because that's like, because look what it can do to someone's like mental
Yeah.
stability, like what happened to her.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I do think, yeah, I think
yeah,
any sort of intrusion in sense of like someone entering your house and taking a picture, that's illegal. So that's completely not okay. And any
mm,
sort of like someone just grabbing you in the street or like paparazzi like bumping into you, I think that's um that's completely wrong. But I think
oh yeah,
if you're
yeah,
walking down the
definitely,
street and someone
and you get
and you get
recognized.
recognized and a kid or whoever asks you a picture, I think you should take a picture with them. Unless you've had the
Yeah,
worst news ever, or you're really busy, like you're really late for something, or
you
you
physically
physically
can't. Yeah,
can't, or because of corona like this, you can't even go up to someone, like then obviously no. Or like if it's gonna endanger you in some way to but I think if you're like if you're just walking down the street like a normal day and someone asks you and then you say, oh no, I want to my life to remain private, I think you're the biggest bell going and you don't deserve the fans that you've got.
yeah, because they're the reason that you've got the career you have. Like YouTubers would be nothing without their
Exactly.
fans. Artists would be nothing without their fans.
But I guess at the same time you don't always know
So
what's going on. But I think if you are really
no,
busy, I think I would say like I think I'd be like, I'm so sorry, like um,
there's no reason to be
yeah,
rude
you
about
don't have to
it.
be like no. You could just be like, I'm so sorry, I
Yeah,
really can't. But or like I'm having a really bad day. Because if they were true fans, then they would understand that. So
yeah, exactly, and they'll be
yeah,
respectful of that. But if you're rude, they're not going
they're
to.
just gonna think that
Like,
you're a bitch.
yeah, exactly.
But yeah, obviously I don't think um, anything sort of intrusion in sort of like the home sense is good, and I think it's
No,
really really bad.
no,
But I
not
think
at all. And when like, and when a personal situation happens, because that's not to do with their career. That should be, I guess, separate.
yeah,
And
and
yeah,
in the case of Caroline Flack, it was a like it was she got accused of a crime, and the
mm,
our law in the UK is you're innocent until proven guilty. However, she was guilty until proven innocent, and I think that was really bad.
yeah, and that's down to the
Yeah,
media and social media, I suppose, as well. You could
yeah,
say just trolls and people like that. So yeah, and yeah, and it is scary that the press can have that much control, um, and it got to
yeah,
that point. So that's why when that kind of situation happens, that's when they deserve the right to privacy, because that just shows what it can do to their mental health. And just because they signed up to be a celebrity, they haven't signed up to like have their personal stuff invaded to the point where it's affected their mental health to that
yeah,
point. So that kind
yeah.
of thing.
So I think so.
Yeah.
In conclusion, I think that they don't have the right to a completely private life, as in the sense that if they're just walking down the street, they should
Yeah,
respect
yeah.
fans,
Like they're gonna get
but
recognized.
they probably
Yeah.
deserve more of a private life than they do currently with like the press and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I like that
So
discussion.
It was a good talking topic, wasn't it? It was a
Yeah,
good one to talk about. Yeah, but it's been a
I've
really
really
fun
enjoyed this
episode.
episode.
I've really enjoyed it. So make sure you tune in next Friday and let us know what other things you want us to talk about. We're quite open on this podcast. We've talked about quite a lot of different
Yeah,
things. We've kept it very broad. Keep it quite mixed. If you want us to play games, more games, or if you want us to chat more in depth, then just let us know. But we really enjoyed doing it,
yeah,
don't we?
it's so good, honestly. It's a good like break from
Yeah.
like doing work and this.
Yeah, uni work's stressful and it's quite nice to just sit and chat.
Yes.
So, thank you very much for listening, guys.
See you next week.
Um, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.